Greetings, Internet, and welcome back for another episode of Fun Size. Yes, but not just any fun size. For today's particular episode, we're going to be taking a look at an item that I referred to back in an Oktoberfest video. I think it was an Oktoberfest video. I was reviewing some Cheetos, some different kind of like Cheetos-related snacks. And hopefully I actually remembered to finish up and post that video. If not, this is going to seem kind of weird. But if it is up, I will put the link over here where it should be. Regardless, I made comments back then that... Oh, wait, yes, I did actually do this. It wasn't Oktoberfest. This was a video from Oxmas, this past Oxmas. I referred to in that video from Oxmas, not from Oktoberfest, when I was talking about the Cheetos Snowflakes, that I was going to try and get my hands on a specific kind of Cheetos snacks during the springtime. And well, it's spring now, and because it's spring and tomorrow is literally Easter, if this isn't Easter already, you know, if today is Easter, then happy Easter to y'all. If today is still the day before Easter, then, well, try and have a good Easter tomorrow. With that said, I'm going to move right into this, because I'm sure you all already saw the title down below, which is more than likely why you clicked on this video. Today, I have the last of the four different versions of Cheetos. Let's see, there was the Chester's Paws, the Cheetos Paws. There was the Cheetos Bones. There was the Snowflakes this past year. And a few years ago, they came out with the Cheetos Sweetos Cinnamon Sugar Puff Eggs. And so, sure enough, today we're going to be getting to taste some of this. Now, this is basically the same packaging they've had for the last few years, so I can't really give them too much props for that. Can't really boost the packaging score for that, but I will still give it about a 7, because it's got like this nice purpley, light blue, sparkly effect-laden packaging going on. It makes it seem kind of magical. Like Chester there is waving his magic cinnamon stick wand and just conjuring up all these Sweetos confectionaries. And it doesn't just start here at the side of the bag and end at the other side. It goes almost all the way, it does go all the way around to the back of the bag. And it's only slightly cut off because of the seam from where they put the bag together at the factory. So I'm going to say for the bag itself, which includes a nice little blurb, Cheetos Sweetos. Get those taste buds jumping with every sweet, soft crunch of cinnamon sugar Sweetos snacks. So for the packaging on this one, since this is the first time I've reviewed it on this show, I'm going to give this stuff right here, these Cheetos Sweetos snacks right here in my hand, I'm going to give these the benefit of the doubt and give them an Oxleymations packaging score of an 8. Yeah, I'll be generous. I'll give them an 8. Because, I mean, I really like the style of this, and I like that Cheetos is willing to step out of their wheelhouse and not just make, like, cheesy-tasting stuff and not just make, like, spicy, cheesy-tasting stuff, but they're actually willing to go out and make, like, sweet stuff. Cinnamon and sugar stuff. And that is something I can appreciate. So before I go opening up this packaging, which, as a reminder to myself, to my editing self, that was an 8 that I just gave this. 8, remember, 8, infinity on its side. You can figure it out. Before I go opening this, like I was just alluding to, let's check out the back, the nutrition facts for those calorie conscious like myself. Let's see, nutrition facts, there are 7 servings per container, and each serving is approximately about 25 pieces or 28 grams. And the amount of calories per your 25-piece, 28-gram serving are 160. I don't think that's actually that bad. But again, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I can't say for certain. But in my personal opinion, I don't think that's that bad. Pardon me. I think I just inhaled a hair off my sweet little cape that I got going on here. Alright, so with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and open this thing up. Holding it away from myself. That bag opened up so nicely and sweetly. Like, you've seen in most of the videos where I'm opening up like a box of cereal and it's like, and then there's like the, you know, that kind of pop. This stuff didn't even pop, it just like slid open. But anyway, let's go get a whiff. It smells kind of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or I don't know if they still have them, it's been a while since I've ordered them, but the Cinnamon Twists from Taco Bell, it's got that kind of an aroma to it. And I like it. Actually, you know, that smell, I'm also getting kind of a sense memory of Waffle Crisp. That's another thing I'm getting off of this. But then again, it could just be because, you know, Waffle Crisp had kind of a sweet, syrupy kind of smell to it, and apparently these kind of have a I didn't know I could say that kind of a thing. Have kind of a syrupy, sweet aroma to them. But enough about that. Let's reach in the bag and grab one so y'all can see what they look like. And I will say that they are a lot smaller than I was expecting. Because, I mean, look at the ones on the bag. That is a colossal piece of cinnamon snackery. Now look at the one in my hand. There's a significant size difference. I was honestly picturing these in my head as being about the size of the rib cages from the Cheetos Bones. But obviously it's smaller than that. But, you know, it ain't the size that counts. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and stick this in my mouth, chomp it up, and give myself, well, not give myself, I'm not going to give myself a review, because if I gave myself a review, I would give myself a 3 at best. I'm not a great YouTuber. I don't think I am, but, you know, I do my best. I do what I can with what I have, and I have a lot. It's just figuring out a way to do things with what I have. Well, that got sidetracked and derailed, didn't it? Okay, anyway, back to these. Over the lips and through the gums. I would say look out, stomach, but you know, we like cinnamon stuff. So, to your health, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Okay, I was right to think of this stuff, you know, from the smell, as having a Waffle Crisp sort of vibe, because that's literally what it tastes like. Let me get another one. It's got kind of a buttery thing to it. And also the cinnamon obviously comes in immediately after. It's got a nice crunch to it. Although surprisingly, when you eat a Cheeto, you're expecting more of like a crunch, like a kind of thing. These ones are kind of like a stale Cheetos puff. That one's got a lot of cinnamon, but it's also like warped, like it came out of the extruder wrong. The other one's got more of a crunch to it. Then again, on the back, got with every sweet, soft crunch. So apparently, it's advertising that these aren't going to be as intense and like mouth shredding as normal. I shouldn't use the word mouth shredding. That's a word, or a couple of words that's more appropriate for cereal. Because let's face it, folks, like Captain Crunch and other cereals of the like, when you eat that stuff, you're tearing up the inside of your mouth pretty good, especially right up near your teeth. At least I usually do. And that's when I'm trying to be, you know, careful about it. But then again, who's ever careful about eating cereal anyway? So, using my other hand, because I just got my own saliva all over this stuff, and I'm more than likely going to be sharing this with my housemates. Yep. A buttery, sweet cinnamon type flavor to this. So, what would I rate this? What kind of rating would the Cheetos Sweetos Cinnamon Sugar Puffs get from yours truly? Thinking on it logically, I'm going to say, having never actually had the Cheetos Sweetos brand before, that my hopes were actually met and exceeded to an extent. And I say exceeded because I was not expecting the kind of buttery richness to it that gives it a kind of cinnamon toast, or a waffle crisp kind of vibe to it. And that is actually honestly pretty pleasant in my opinion. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give the flavor of these, not just the shape, because I actually do kind of like the shape of these, even if they are a tad on the small side. My overall Oxleymations official rating for the Cheetos Sweetos Cinnamon Sugar Egg Puffs is going to be a 7. Holding the bag here. Editing me, feel free to tag along. When I point my finger, put the number that I tell you to put where. You know what to do. You've been doing this long enough. So right here in front of Farmer Mikey's tractor, we're going to put that 8 for the packaging. Boop. And right here above the bag, we're going to put the 7 for the overall flavoring. Boop. And of course, we put our 8 and 7 together, and we get, right here on the bag, 15. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Oxleymations official fun size score for the Cheetos Sweetos Cinnamon Sugar Puffs is 15. So with that said, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and all other configurations being, if you like what you've seen here today, please feel free to like, comment, and click on old Jack in whichever corner it pops up in to get yourself subscribed. And once you are subscribed, feel free to jingle that jangle bell to make sure you're notified of future uploads. You'll be glad you did. And feel free to share my videos with your friends if you think they'll like them. And if you're not sure, share it anyway, because you could be surprised. And with all of that out of the way, this is your old pal Oxleymations, crackling and crunching like a Rice Krispie treat, saying, Cowabunga, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Later.